Okay, folks, welcome back to PR Fishing. You know, one of the biggest things, y'all know I love to bass fish, right? So I love to back off a little bit in the summertime and throw a nice size crankbait that dives down 12, 14 foot. And that's what I was doing the other day, but the thing I want to emphasize is not the bass fishing part of it. And that's what I was doing, but I find a lot of brush piles just going down the lake bass fishing. I was throwing a crankbait. This is kind of an older Rapala. It's called a Risto Wrap. It's got some age on her, 10 or 12 years old, and these old red hooks are going to have to come off. They start to get a little dull, but anyway, that's what I was throwing. But the biggest thing I want to emphasize is when you're doing something like that, is watch your depth finder up front. You know, I can't emphasize enough when you're fishing, especially bass fishing, crappie fishing, that depth finder up front is your eyes. You know, and I've never really said anything or made a show on it, but I constantly watch that depth finder. You have to. That's your eyes underwater. It tells you what's underneath of you, and you know, now they got that side to side, and you can really just tear a lake apart, dissect it really quick with that side imaging. Even 360 imaging Hummingbird's got. So it's just incredible the way the technology is going. Of course, I don't have all that fancy stuff. I just got two down sonars. I got down imaging up front that really picks brush piles apart for me. So, and the next thing you got to learn how to read them. You know, you got to get out there and get over top of something you know that's there and look at it real good on your depth finder. But anyway, the main point I want to make is, if you're going down and you're fishing worms or crankbaiting, or watch that front depth finder. If you don't have a depth finder up front, you can't really see mine, it's over there, but get one and put that transducer on the bottom of your trolling motor so you can see what's right underneath of you. This is how I found this brush pile, and it had a bunch of crappie on it. Okay, so, well, not a whole bunch, but it had a good enough on it to eat, and they were bigger and nicer sized fish when I was catching at the bridge. Again, I can't emphasize enough, watch your depth finder. Constantly look down, look down, look down, look down. When you throw, look down. When you're winding, look down. Always watch that depth finder. That's how I found it. Hope you enjoy it. I got some pictures to put out there, but I don't have them this time because I just really want to emphasize watching your depth finder. Even when you're back there on the console just putting around, you know, watch that thing, watch it, watch your depth. You know, like most of them crappie I've been catching has been 10 to 14 foot. This brush pile falls off in about 16 or 17 foot of water. On the back side of it, it's sitting in 14 foot, 13, 14 foot, and it's a big old brush pile. It was probably the size of my boat, so it was a good size there. You couldn't really miss it. Hope you enjoy it. Watch your depth finders. Watch your depth finders. It tells you exactly what's underneath the boat, or the side to side. You know, it depends on your electronics you have. Let me know what you think. You know what to do. All right, welcome back, PR Fishing. Hey, I got a good one for you. I'm back on them brush piles. Found another one. This time I was just bass fishing, going down to that lake, throwing a crankbait right there. This one. And come across that brush pile over there. You see my marker? Okay, so we're going to check out the depth finder. There's the marker. See the brush? There's a fish right there. It's 16 foot of water. Look at all them fish. See them fish? All them are fish. On down imaging. Good brush pile right there. These are probably fish. Good brush pile. Okay. All right. So let me ride up here and get on top of it. well, I'm gonna throw up on it first. That's another thing when you find piles like this. Just try to, instead of getting right over top of it to begin with, throw to it a couple times and bring the jig over top of that brush. The more aggressive fish will be around the outer edges and sitting on top, and you pick off them aggressive fish pretty quick like. So, and then after we do that, then we'll go in it and do vertical jig. So I put out them on the back edge of it right here, sitting on the very back edge of the pile. The fish I graphed, oh, I have one right there. Fish I graphed are on the deeper side. Go out there, count it down, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so. The wind's kind of pushing me off of it, so it's kind of good. Yeah. I like to throw up into the wind. There he is. There's one. Pretty good one. So there's some on there. Throw him back. Get my hat on too. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. They ain't quite keepers. But look, boy, he engulfed that jig. Look. Oh, pretty little fish. Right. All right, so let me try to, uh-oh. So I put the camera on my chest. I don't like putting the camera on my chest, but y'all like it. All right, there's the marker. Brush pile, I kind of threw it out there in front of it, so on the deeper side. Okay. Oh, I missed one. Oh, I missed another one. There he is. So we got that one. Kind of small though still. Okay. All right. See, I pull my knot to the back of my jig so it's laced horizontal. So we'll throw it back out there again, let it sink. And you see the depth finder. I'm on top of it right there. Oh, on this back side. I'm on the back side of it. There he is. Good one. Good one. Good one. Oh, we got my grub. On the Charles. Grub is a good fish. Throw him back. All right. Throwing her off another one. Let it sink. There he is. Better fish too. Better fish too. Okay, I got a little better one here. My little brush pile just loaded with them. I probably caught 20 or 30 since that last one I recorded, so seems like I'm having some camera issues too, so just hang with me. But again, you can throw him back. Man, just go down the bank, throwing a worm or cranking like I was, just on a little crankbait, and I run right up on that brush pile. That was pretty cool. Charles jigs. Catch anything on them. Look at this old fish. Old bass. You see? There he is. Look at that Charles jig. Fish. Kiss him and get him back in the water. Thank you, okay, what'd you think, man? You know, I just have it, me fishing this one brush pile, and you see me catch several fish off of it. They even have electronics out now, and you know, I know one of my buddies is going to be kind of upset when I say this, because he's kind of had it hush hush, but Garmin has something called Panotics, or whatever. It reads in front of you, or whatever position or way you have your trolling motor turning. It reads what's out in front of you. You know, it can pick up them big schools of crappie real quick. You can just sit there and keep that Panotics, that Garmin, right up on that school, and just catch one right after another, as long as you keep that school in front of you. So you know, Garmin's just got an excellent product out too. I think it's like $1,500–$1,800, but man, it's if you want to stay on them, I mean, that's the good stuff to go. Sorry, Tim, I had to let it go there. But I don't have it. I watch them on down image, on my down scan and my down imaging. So, and another thing, you know, when I was throwing that crankbait, look what I snagged. Who lost the umbrella rig? Who lost the umbrella? You should have seen I had grubs on here, and they was all swole up and big and just nasty. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up and use it. $12, $15, $20. Watch your depth finders. I can't emphasize that enough. I know I keep saying that, but man, that's your eyes. I have found more brush piles just going down by the bank by bass fishing than I have sitting back on that console putting around, because it drives me nuts sitting back there trying to look all the time when I can be throwing something, that crankbait or that worm, that Carolina rig, shaky head, flick shake, or anything, you know. You find big boulders like that out there deep in that 15 to 20 foot of water. And now, you know, that's where them fish are at. They're off a little bit. They're not up on that bank. Now, High Rock, that lake I fish a whole lot, them fish kind of stay shallow down there because it's not really a deep lake. And when it's right, you know, them fish will get up on them piers and them docks, and you can flip them up. I need to do a good show on that, flipping them docks and how I attack it and stuff. You find a lot of brush piles around them docks like that too, flipping. So again, I can't thank y'all enough. We're over 2,000 now. Oh, I got winners. I do have some winners. The girls did sit down and pick them, but you know what? We're gonna wait one more show before I give them away. One more show, okay? And the girls surprised me. They really surprised me. They didn't pick what I thought they was gonna pick. So it's y'all be interesting to see. I'll give them away next show. Crash.